Hey all, got Tori here from the Union Gang Wargaming Club. Right now I'm walking back to our undisclosed black site location club space. Wanted to show you some Mordheim tables that we had put together this past weekend for a big Mordheim club day. Kind of give you a rundown of our club space. It's a cold but pretty nice day here in central Maryland. I hope you enjoy checking out our sacred club realm. Without further ado, let's get this guy opened and expand the view here for you all. Alright, it's a little bit of a mess from the previous game day, but as you can see, got quite a bit of space in here. There's a cool looking side room where we can fit some more tables. A back patio goes to that cool wood line back there. Lots of wildlife we see throughout the day. Typically we don't have as many 6x4s set up at a time, and we actually usually have a couch in that corner which is stuffed underneath the tables conveniently, but when you have that many guys here in one day, you gotta make accommodations. Here's the ever-growing terrain wall, separate storage here in the back. Also, it's a little bit of a mess since we're shifting some stuff around, but tons of 6 mil terrain, 15 mil terrain, 10 mil terrain. God, list goes on. We've been collecting here in the club for, I don't know, probably close to 10 years between all of us. But anyway, that's not what you guys are here to see. Let me give you a rundown of some of these tables. This is the first one. This was actually inspired by a table I played on in Hull, which is a big Mordheim event that happens every year in the UK. It's got this very popular wallpaper texture that's pretty much impossible to find in the States. Just mounted on pink insulation foam, the foam roller for texture, some gravel. Buildings all 3D printed from Dark Realms, but yeah, super sturdy. One of my favorite tables. Kind of the idea behind it was like a dark dungy district in a Arabian town. So there's a little bit more I want to add to it down the line, but I think it turned out pretty good. This next guy, port table, it is missing a ship right here, but got a cool glossy water texture going on. These buildings are from Crescent Root, and I don't think he actually makes 28 mil stuff anymore. I've had these for quite a while, probably close to 6-7 years, but we use this table a lot for moderns, especially these buildings. They really go on a lot of mats. He does some of the cool little bits like the market berries and fish stalls like this. But also another table favorite. It's cool, always awesome to have water elements and have fighting actions on the ships and stuff like that. This next one, these are buildings and walls from Foreground, who are also now defunct. Some homemade fields that we use for a lot of medievals and moderns, really everything. We use this table a lot for Crusade stuff, Middle East stuff. But yeah, I think this one came out really well. The roads are all handmade. These bases have magnetized trees for storage, which is kind of nice. Really like the line of sights on this table. Just kind of like these alleyways that kind of break out into fields. Really cool. On to this next one. This table is a little bit more straightforward. I just found some STLs I really liked for it. It's all 3D printed. Kind of a mishmash of designs here. Don't really have much to say, anything specific about this table. I think I'm going to be adding to it a little bit over the next couple months. Not quite sure what I want to do yet. Maybe some more ruins like this, or like this building. But really the minaret here is the main piece. We've had lots of really fun actions going on, like putting Weirdstone up there and people fighting all the way up and then getting knocked down all the steps. Yeah, God, had some really good games on this table. Let's go to the next one here. Get a light on right here for you. So this next table, also all 3D printed. This is the one I put together very quickly for this game day. I had all this stuff printed out, so I just had to paint it. Well, I actually didn't have this big kind of, I don't know what you would call it, not a chateau, big like rock formation. I hadn't printed it out yet, but it came together super well, super sturdy, good old FDM printing. But yeah, I think actually all of these designs are made by one guy. I can't remember the name. It might be Gamescape. Without the trees, of course. I don't really remember where these came from, but you can probably drop it in the comments if anyone wants to know. Yeah, great 28mm table, super duper modular, which I really like. Had some really fun games and actions going on within these hallways, putting Weirdstone up top. You can pull these off, and there's interior sections as well. But yeah, happy how this table came up. Really got it painted within like a day. Some dry brushing, some weathering, putting some greenery down here and there. But all in all, I like it a lot. And individually based palm trees. All right, let's look at these two in here. Let's start with this one. This table was mainly these blots buildings, which I kind of textured up with texture paint, kind of give them some more realism, because otherwise I have to say they're pretty bland, but on the flip side they're really cheap. I really like these courtyards that they have going on. Lots of really cool actions that happen in there. We use this board a lot for moderns as well, as you can imagine. There's some things I want to add to this board over time, probably add some graffiti and like posters, maybe a little bit more weathering, but it plays super duper well. Big fan of all these 3D printed ruins. And oh, there's a random Knight of the White Wolf hanging out there. But yeah, lots of MDF pieces, some resin, MDF pieces, and then FDM printed runes. Last but not least, we got another port table that I was really fond of. Looks like it came apart here in the middle. So the port itself, this is all Ankerberg 3D printed, and then moving up some pink insulation foam, have some layers with modular staircases where you can change the entry points of where it goes up. The idea being like a old facade of a wall that's been ruined away and then going up into a town. There's maybe a couple more pieces I want to add to this down the line, maybe something fill these gaps, get another boat so the boats are kind of more like smashed in there, an old destroyed boatyard. But yeah, again with this table, lots of 3D printed parts. Pretty much every building, actually everything on this table is 3D printed now that I'm looking at it, just with a variety of makers. My mini factory is your friend. But yeah, pretty happy with this table. Big fan of this tower that's hanging out in the middle there. We use that a lot for just other random fantasy games. And actually this board, you can throw anything on it. You know, we have a lot of modern terrain here in the club that happens to just go really well with that board if you're doing cool water actions and stuff like that. But yeah, I think one day I'll give a rundown of what we have that's stocked away in here in the depths of the club space. There's really too much to go through in one walkthrough video, but I hope this was insightful for some of the tables that we had on this video. And of course, the classic Mordheim painting that's on the box cover of the art. But anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys. If you have any questions about anything, drop it in the comment. Otherwise, hope you have a great day.